Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? And welcome to the final video of today. The one that we have all week been waiting for. It is the college football playoff preseason predictions by yours truly, Grant Sullivan. And Heisman Trophy finalists and early Heisman Trophy winner predictions. We are going to break those down first, and then we'll get into our 12-team playoff and explain how that works. But first, of course, if you guys are new to the channel, obviously you know what to do. Be sure to like, subscribe, turn that bell on. We do our best to post on this channel every single day. With that being said, there's a lot we got to get to in this video, so let's go ahead and hop right in to this Heisman Trophy finalists and 12-team playoffs predictions video. Alright, we are going to be starting off with the Heisman Trophy finalists of 2024. Starting at number 5, we have Luther Burden III, the wide receiver out of Missouri. This kid can rock. This kid is going to be a baller this year. Last year, he put up amazing numbers. He's going to do that again with Beck, I believe, coming back as well. Or Brady Cook, coming back as well. So, the kid can ball, and he's going to ball this year, and I think it's going to be enough to put him in that top 5 discussion for a Heisman Trophy finalist. Moving on is Travis Hunter. Yes, the the wide receiver, running back for Colorado. He can also play defense. He can play literally every single thing. I think he is going to be in the mix for that Heisman Trophy as well. It's just a matter of, is Colorado going to be good enough for him to get enough notice on that Heisman Trophy finalist stuff? But those are two. What are my top 3? The top 3 I have are all quarterbacks. Spoiler warning, I know, but it's a thing nowadays in college football. Starting off at number 3, Cade Klubnik. Now, you guys probably don't have any clue who this guy is. Unless you're a college football nerd like I am. This kid is the quarterback out of Clemson. He obviously last year did not have that great of a year, but they went through high school recruiting and got him some wide receivers. They have the running back and the personnel group to coach him into what could be a great year for him as well. It is also a make or break year for Clemson. So I believe that they make, and I believe that Cade Klubnik, the quarterback out of Clemson, is going to be a Heisman Trophy finalist in 2024. Next up is number 2. Number 2, I have yours truly, Carson Beck out of Georgia. The kid is amazing. The kid can do whatever he wants. He has weapons all around him this year at wide receiver, at tight end, running back, offensive line, whatever it is. The dude has receivers to throw to. I mean, you can start going down through the list and checking off NFL talent, NFL talent, NFL talent. We're not going to get into all of that here, but the dude can ball, and I think that Carson Beck is going to be a Heisman Trophy finalist. And then last but certainly not least, Cam Ward out of Miami. If Miami has the year that I am expecting them to have this year, going 12-0, ACC champs in the college football playoffs, this is going to be the Heisman Trophy candidate, and I believe he will win the Heisman Trophy. He's going to be the Heisman Trophy winner in 2024. That is if Mario Cristobal can have the right coach. There are no excuses this time for Cristobal. He has built this roster in the way that you would have wanted him to build this roster, and I think Mario Cristobal and Cam Ward are going to get the job done, and Cam Ward is going to be the Heisman Trophy finalist. But that is my Heisman Trophy finalist. Let's talk about the 12-team playoff. Hey, so a lot of you guys have been asking, how does this 12-team playoff work? Well, for starters, the 4 conference champs do get a bye. The top 4 conference champions get a bye, and they will play the winner of 5 and 12 for number 1. Number 2 will play the winner of 6 and 11. Number 3 will play the winner of 7 and 10. Number 4 will play the winner of 8 and 9 in those first round games. That is how that college football playoff works. Let's go ahead and talk about who's going to be in the college football playoff. So, as always, I have already given my conference champions by the time this video has been released. We did conference champions throughout the week. So, number 1 is LSU. Number 2 is Ohio State. Number 3 is Miami. And number 4 is Kansas State in there as well. But what are the first round on campus games going to look like? Well, For starters, the 5B12 game, the 12th game, is that highest group of 5 team that will get a bid in there. And I think that 5B12 game is going to be Georgia versus App State. And I think Georgia's going to move on in this one. I think that they should steamroll them. Again, this is not the best team gets in. This is the second best team in the conference right here, the Georgia Bulldogs, playing a first round game because the conference champions have done their part and won their conferences as well. But moving on, the 6 and 11 game, the winner of this will play Ohio State, and I have number 6 Florida State versus number 11 Ole Miss in this one. This is going to be a real fun one to watch. Both of these offenses are going to be able to put up numbers. I think Florida State wins this game and moves on to play Ohio State. I think Ole Miss upsets Florida State and Ohio State and moves on to play Ohio State in that one. That is a mishap on my part. But I think Ole Miss is going to play Ohio State in the next round. They get the upset over Florida State here. Now, moving on is the number 7 Oregon versus number 10 Kansas. Kansas. The Kansas Jayhawks out of the Big 12. They're going to make a name for themselves this year, and I think they're going to be in this. This is the game that Miami will play the winner of. I have Oregon winning this game. Obviously, I think their offense is going to be just fine in that one, if that is how the season goes. And then last but certainly not least, number 8 Texas versus number 9 Michigan. Kansas State playing the winner of this one, if this is how this is going to go down. I've got Texas winning this matchup in this one, which brings us to our second round quarterfinal games here in the Fiesta Bowl. It is Ole Miss versus Ohio State. In the Peach Bowl, it is Georgia versus LSU. In the Rose Bowl, it is Oregon versus Miami. And then in the Sugar Bowl, it is Texas versus Kansas State. Starting from the Sugar Bowl up, we're going to go with Texas there in that one to beat the Big 12 champ and the Kansas State Wildcats. Again, I just take SEC over ACC. SEC over Big 10. Makes perfect sense, right? Rose Bowl is going to be Oregon versus Miami. I like Miami in this one, especially if Cam Ward is the Heisman Trophy winner and that he puts up numbers like we're expecting him to do as well. Then, moving on is Georgia versus LSU. This is going to be a fun one, a rematch of the SEC championship game if it comes down to it. Give me LSU. It is hard to beat a team twice, but I think LSU has the personnel to do just that. Then, the Fiesta Bowl, Ole Miss versus Ohio State. Who's going to win this one? Ole Miss being on a run recently, but I think Ohio State is going to get in. Which brings us to our semifinal games here. Ohio State versus LSU. I've got Ohio State in this one. This is where LSU's run will come to an end this year. And then in the Orange Bowl, Miami versus Texas. Give me Miami here as they will stop Quinn Ewers and Texas. And then the national championship game, Miami versus Ohio State. The Miami Hurricanes are going to win the national championship. Y'all book it because I believe with everything this is going to happen. I like Cam Ward. I like the offense that they have in that group. I like the defense that Miami has. Again, roster-wise, it is there for Mario Cristobal, but can he get the job done is going to be the question. But Miami is the national champions in 2024. Anyway, of course, that is where I'm going to cut it for today's video. Like, subscribe, turn that bell on. All of that good stuff. Don't forget to do any of that. Thank you all so much for staying tuned to Predictions Week. This is the last predictions video of the week. Tomorrow we'll talk Week 0 games, and then we will play our Madden franchise as well. But that's where I'm going to hop off, get this edited so you guys can watch it on time. This video is going to come out around the time that kickoff is going to start for Spanish Fort Fairhope, which I will be at tonight. So, obviously, I will do that. But you guys do what you will. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Peace.